I just pulled up to my new house. This is the second time I've ever been here. I've seen it one time previously, and I'm about to go in for the first time as it being my house. And I can't wait to show you guys. When I told you guys in the live that you could literally butcher an entire steer and part of a pig all at the same time on this island, I was not kidding. I'm 5'4". And with my arms outstretched, there's still like a whole another, 3 feet. I will be putting that counter to very good use. I imagine batch cooking, tons of crafting with the kids, just amazing parties and hostessing. I don't know that I'll ever actually get to butcher a steer on it though, because I don't have very much land here. For those of you guys that missed the live, I announced there that my brother had bought me a house. We get to move in tomorrow. We got possession today. And so I wanted to come and look at it because I hadn't seen it since I got to view it like a month ago. My brother, in his foresight, realized that I would probably not have enough furniture to fill this big space. So he actually got this couch that was already here. He bought it from the owners, and this massive table. Do you see? It is huge. I think we could sit 12 people at that table, which is perfect because I have a large family, but I also like to have people over. I love to host. And I've always dreamed of having a space, a kitchen table, one, that we could walk all the way around, even with all the chairs at it. But two, I could put our meal down the center, and we could still sit at the table with plenty of space for our plates and things. And this table is exactly that. Oh, I'm extremely thrilled about this beautiful kitchen table that I have been given. There are a lot of details in this house that are extremely thoughtful and also very beautiful. And one of the very thoughtful details are these built-ins. I am a book lover. I'm also a homeschool mom, so having built-in bookshelves feels really lovely to me because it will hold our books without the clutter though of extra bookshelves. And when you have 7 kids, not having clutter is such a wonderful thing because it keeps your mind clear enough to stay calm and patient and not be overstimulated so you can love your kids well. We also have a lovely propane fireplace. I'm pretty excited that we have a fireplace for the ambiance, obviously. And although this wouldn't necessarily like heat the whole house if the electricity went out, it would at least heat this main area so we would stay warm because I don't think it's dependent upon electricity. You can turn it on and the propane will still work just like with the stove and the oven. So although it's not a wood stove or a wood burning fireplace, which has many charms and also more practical uses as far as like living off grid and survival and things like that, I'm pretty excited to have a fireplace in this house. My gigantic couch, the kids have seen this in pictures, but not in person. I've never sat on it. So when we saw the house for the first time, or when I saw the house for the first time, I didn't want to touch their stuff. But now that it's part of the house, I'm gonna try it out. This thing is massive. Oh, it's leather, so that means, whenever the kids puke on it, or when the babies pee on it when they're potty training, I can just wipe it off. I'm gonna give you guys a full tour of the outside when I talk to you about all of the exciting things I'm planning to do with this yard. It is, probably the yard itself is about 1/2 acre that I have to work with. And then there's, some of that is mulched and has some trees and stuff. So I'm not sure the exact amount, but I will show you once I make that video. But there is a nice back porch. My brother also bought this outdoor furniture for me And that part of the deck is uncovered and would be a great place to put green stalk planters. There are 4 bedrooms, but I'm actually turning this room into a playroom. My boys have always shared a room, and they don't really want their own bedrooms. They would just end up going into each other's rooms and sleeping anyway. This is their bedroom. It's already blue. And I'm not giving a very good view of how large these rooms are, but they are very generous sizes. Once again, the closets all look like this with different configurations, but beautiful built-ins, super practical, super helpful for organizing and keeping things tidy. And they have their own bathroom and linen closet. This space I'm super excited about because it is my girls' space. They can each have one of these little mini closets that's in the main part of the room for all of their random stuff, and very excited for them to have this whole space to craft in, to play in, to rest in, to do school in, and to have friends over in. There's this beautiful little nook here. I'm excited to make that into something really cozy and special for them. They also have this amazing closet. This closet was actually designed for 2 sisters. This was their room, their closet. So it's perfectly split in half. So they will both have the same amount of space to put all of their things. Once again, less clutter in their bedrooms. It'll be a more peaceful space. And a bathroom with a closet. 9 closets. And the last owners left these behind. This is actually so echoey. Echo! This is where I'm gonna be storing all of our food, all of my homesteading stuff. Well, there's a crawl space, so the garden stuff will go out there. But this is gonna be the wall of food here. And then I think this side, my dream is to turn this into a climbing wall for the kids. Or like a, what do they call it, bouldering wall. I don't plan to use the garage for my car. Mudroom closet. Cute little area for coats and things. Of course, that's way too small for 7 kids, but that's what the closet's for. Now, I told you there were 2 massive closets in this house, and this one's mine. This closet is actually bigger than the bedroom that 3 of my sons currently share. I think it's bigger than the bedroom that was mine in the farmhouse. It definitely is. Once again, just these incredibly well-made, super practical built-ins. I'm a super practical person, but I can appreciate beauty as well. This closet is beautiful and practical. It's interesting, the builders, whoever lived here before, they really like chandeliers. There's like, can you see it now? There's like all these chandeliers all over the whole house. This room is where I start to feel extra bougie, but it's gonna be wonderful to have it. This would be the master bath. Once again, look here. Chandelier, but most importantly, amazing bathtub. I can't wait to stick the twins in there and give them like a major bubble bath. It's gonna be super cute. They're gonna have the time of their life. Powder room, master bedroom. And I have beautiful beams in my room. Laundry room. Look at this. That tile is another one of those just thoughtful, beautiful details in this home that I'm super excited about. But also, a sink in the laundry room has always been a dream of mine. So grateful for this sink. And then lots of space on the walls to put like a folding table is what I'm thinking. I just realized something. I'm gonna see if I can get up there and show you. Oh, I can show you over here because it's the same. Remember how I said there's like bougie chandeliers all over the house? Oh my gosh, don't break my new kitchen table. Okay. These are crystals. And then there's this one, and then there's, that's kind of crazy. I have crystal chandeliers. I would love to talk to the past owners and ask them, like, was that to like do something like with EMFs? You know how they say like crystals soak up EMFs from like the internet and stuff? Anyway, I'm saving the best for last, and that is the grand dame of the house, the control center for all busy mamas, and that would be the kitchen. Let's start with this. Something I would have never put in a kitchen, I just wouldn't have thought of it, but it's this lovely like bar. I guess it could be for like drinks or for coffee, and I'm pretty excited about it because I'm gonna make this into like a lovely coffee bar and just make it a space where my kids can come just make themselves a pot of tea. And I'm just gonna make it kind of feel like they have access to this, and it can just be this sweet little thing for the whole family to get to use. And I'm pretty excited about it. I think I'll have like a nice stainless steel electric kettle, and of course a coffee pot, and then I want to put plants on these shelves. But let's check out one of the most beautiful little details. The tile. You guys know I'm already totally obsessed over this bar counter space. Counter space galore. It's everywhere. I'm just so excited to cook with my children in this kitchen because there'll be space for all of us. But speaking of cooking, let's look at this beautiful stove. It's gas. There's that middle skillet there. And I actually really love this because I own a couple of cast iron skillets like this that I place on top of the stove eyes. And now it's just here. So I don't have to get it out and put it up and get it out. This is just lovely. I haven't had a full-size oven in a while. The house I've been living in had an apartment-size oven and an apartment-size dishwasher. We got full-size up in here, baby. One thing I've always wanted in a kitchen are these handy things here for putting all of your utensils and things in, and then they're off the counter so your counters feel really clear. And then one of these too for your spices. Granted, that will not hold all my spices, but it will be a good place to put the ones I use most of the time. So a few years ago, before we bought our farm, we had rented a house while we were waiting on closing. It kept getting pushed back, and that house had drawers instead of cabinets on the bottom. And ever since then, I was pregnant with Brighton. Pretty pregnant at that, and like pretty large and in charge. And so these drawers made it so much easier to get everything in and out and put away. Just, everything is drawers. Look at this. It's for your mixer. I actually prefer using a hand mixer, but maybe I'll change my mind now that I have this lovely thing that just has a spot for my big KitchenAid. Don't actually know how to put it back down. Guess I'll need to YouTube that real quick. Like it would be, it would make it easy. Oh yeah, look. Okay, figured it out. You just, oh yeah, that is easy. Dehydrator. I guess that's where a microwave would go, but we don't have a microwave. We have a dehydrator there. I would be remiss if I did not mention the pot filler. That's gonna be epic for canning season. I actually don't can that much, but it'll still be epic. Also, just for like making pasta. This would not be a real kitchen tour, obviously without a view of the pantry. Look what I just discovered. This is a cool couch. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I need to teach, the kids will figure this out on their own, but man, if I could hide that from them, I would, because you know they're gonna go up, down, How do you make it go? Whoa. Whoa. This is my kind of candy store. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for joining me today as I got to preview my home the day before we move in tomorrow. And I just can't thank each and every one of you enough for your support. Supporting this channel not only makes it possible for me to stay home with my children and give them the life that I've given them and also want to continue to give them, but your support has also been a huge encouragement to my heart, which I really needed in this season. So thank you so much, and I can't wait to see you in future videos.